Hey kids, today what we're going to get working on a little bit more is thing 2. Thing 1 has the Kickstarter issues, thing 2 has the reed valve issues.
Welcome to Smoke Shop.
I was able to cut out some custom smoke shop reed valve gaskets. Unfortunately, just like you're not supposed to, the previous owner glued whatever gasket, the one gasket out of the two that he put on here, he glued it. So what I have to do now is scrape and or, clean that gasket material off. I'm not going to bore you with that unless things somehow get exciting. The white that you see down there is just some paper towels blocking from getting all the little parts that I'm about to shave from going down in there. Let's get ready to rumble. Air hose, watch your eyes. For my next trick, never mind. For my next trick, the amazing Smoke, who definitely does not have arthritis. Jesus, thank you. Is going to take off the air blower, put a couple drops into this here, whatever this thing's called, that for some reason I can't think of it right now. But anyway, we've got a Roll-Lock Scotch-Brite pad on here. I've pretty much done all I can with the razor blade. I mean, it's not really true. I just got lazy. If I'm being honest, I just got a little bit lazy and I didn't want to play with the razor blade anymore. And I really should get as much of that off as I can. But let's just see. It's going to be very noisy, but I just want to see if we can get anything accomplished with it. First of all, I should have eye protection on, since something immediately went in my eye. Anyhow. There we go. Oh yeah. This is a much better idea, as long as we don't get it too hot or get too ridiculously aggressive with it. I need to move this light somewhere more like that, maybe. Things are really noisy now. Anyhow, I think you can see that I'm making some progress at least. The issues that I'm going to have is I can't get it where I really need it. That's what she said. Oh man. Alright, well, I'm going to, that helped a lot. Let me get the razor blade and maybe a piece of Scotch-Brite in my hand and get all that. So we'll be back. Basically I cut a corner off of a piece of Scotch-Brite. And this is just to get to the parts that I cannot get to with that pneumatic tool. It's basically the same thing, except I can't spin it at 10,000 RPMs or whatever it's spinning at when it's on the pneumatic tool. What I may end up doing is putting this on the end. Honk of parts fall off the end of a pair of needle nose pliers, because there's going to come a place in the very near future in the back where I'm not going to be able to necessarily get my fingers. Perfect. Let's see about that. And basically what I did is kind of rolled the Scotch-Brite over the needle nose, and I'm using the needle nose like I would my finger. I mean, that's a lot better than it was. So we're going to continue and try and get everything. All of the old gasket material off of there. That's looking pretty darn good. For your satisfaction. Oh, I was going to say, that better come out of there. So anyway, let's see if we can clean this up some. Oh, look, there was a gasket up there. It's stuck and glued to this also. So that's great. Awesome. Right. Awesome. Yeah. Okay, well, that's not a good sign. But anyhow, I'm going to leave that on there because it looks like it's fine and it does not look damaged. I'm going to use this oil that's all over it to lubricate it. And then I'm going to figure out what I did with the ones that I made and the valves and all that. And a rag. Right. Okay. That's great. Perfect. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything is fine here. Didn't I just... Yeah, I was going to say, I just bought some dielectric grease, which is not really... It's not going to hurt anything to use this. I don't think it's necessarily what they were wanting you to use, but... Anyhow, I know what I mean by all that. What I need to do next is figure out... This is the gasket that fits there, right? Right. What we're going to do is put a little bit of grease on this because that's what I was told to do. I'm going to put the lid onto this, and this goes Disco Bears. This goes there. Disco Bears. This goes here. This goes there. Disco Bears. Woo! Please ignore the madman. All right, that goes there like that. And then all we have to do is get these screws fed through here correctly. There's one. That's a good start. Juan is a good start. Thanks, Juan. Now we're going to go for numero 2. He's going to go back there. And we are going to repeat this process for all of these. Probably going to get a copyright strike, but just wanted to show you what I'm using. A universal with a wobble. All right, gang. I want to, I really kind of want to do a compression check. So I think I'm going to take the spark plug out. And do that real quick. Anyhow, we're going to hope that this just happens to be the right size without any adapters. I know you can't really see. I'm just trying to, basically what I'm doing is threading this adapter or this hose end into the spark plug hole. Again, you can't see it because there's just stuff in the way. But it's in there. It's in there, like swimwear. But hopefully that should be enough. And hopefully the battery on this camera stays live long enough for me to kick this over a few times. That's not good. Although, no. We have 45 PSI. That's not good. It should be 150 PSI. So yeah, this thing's either rings are shot or, again, somebody's had it apart before. We'll be all right, but I may as well stop. So the gasket for the carburetor to the intake, although this one doesn't seem completely shot, the one for the other side that goes in the carburetor is totally stiff and flat. I don't know if you can see that, but this is no good. I'm going to see what I have. This one feels fine. So I think somebody replaced this one, but not this one. Let's see what that does. I mean, I'm going to put it back together. So let's see if we can get it back together and get it to fire. I'm turning cameras on just in case by some chance this thing fires, because I do have everything put back together and I did spray some starter fluid in there. So let's see what happens. As suspected, not a whole lot. That just backfired once. I'm just curious what happens if I try to kick it. Sometimes they're actually easier to start with the Kickstarter. Whoops, there went this flashlight. Nope. Damn it. Sure would have been a lot cooler if it had started, that is. That one backfire got my damn juices flowing. Alright, that sucks. We tried. I've tried so many damn times. I'm done. I was done. But I just got this thing to fire once from the Kickstarter. And that's a little bit encouraging. So I'm going to try again. Y'all heard that, right? That was totally running for a second. Holy cow. Y'all ready? Here we go. Holy cow. I don't think we have really any fuel in there, but it just ran. Holy cow. Y'all saw that, right? I think we're done for now, before I break that Kickstarter too. Well, that's good. That means that it will run. I mean, this carburetor, whew, I don't know if I've ever been through this carburetor. I don't think I have. That wouldn't hurt any. That was fun. Yeehaw. Good morning, kids. Let's do the Mr. Rogers thing. Woohoo! Oh, Charlie horse. Just kidding. I was going to just make an outro for what footage I have, but since we were able to find signs of life, I think I'm going to hook a charger back up to this battery, because we basically killed it last night, and I'm debating on pulling this carburetor, because I don't think I ever pulled it or went through it or did anything with it. I mean, I pulled it out of the bucket and put it back onto the scooter, because when I got the scooter, all that stuff was taken off. Anyhow, point being, I'm gonna put this thing back together correctly, put the shroud back on and all that, clean up my little work area here, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna try and start it again and see what we can get into. I don't have a lot of time, but let's just see if we can get it running right. All right, kids, we got all the fairings and everything back together. Spark plug boot back on, etc. Let's just kick it over and see what happens. real quick just to see what happens. We have power. All right, well, we did not have a situation where it immediately fired up and ran, which would have been cool. But anyway, I kicked it over a few times and I was able to get it to fire again, but not really get running. I'm not really getting a good fuel flow. So with that being said, I am charging up the battery and we will try it one more time. The parts to the other scooter are still on hold because I haven't gotten the return for the bad parts. So between that and the music festival that I've got coming up, this project is officially on hold. When we get back into it, I think I'm going to go ahead and pull the carburetor off and go through it, rebuild it basically. I don't think I have a rebuild kit, but hopefully between the gasket material that I already have and the parts that I've got, I can clean it up and go through it. With that all being said, I would like to ask any of you that are watching that are not subscribed, please subscribe. It would help me greatly right now because I'm still below 1,000 subscribers, so I'm not quite fully monetized. Once that happens, I'm not concerned about whether you subscribe or not, but right now I am. So please subscribe, like, share, and all that. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Did you hear that? It's almost started.